Alright, America. Right back at you with my main man, Cat Daddy.
He just can't keep us off of the TV.
We don't know what to do, man. We're going to get to talking about basketball, America. We could not avoid this subject. Right, Cat Daddy?
You right. But see, he jumped off the subject of Derrick Rose, and that kind of, I didn't fly real good with that.
And we all know Derrick Rose, the MVP a couple years ago, got injured last year. A very, very exciting player from Chicago, Illinois, which we know and love. And I want to ask you a question, as you wanted me to bring it up. What are your thoughts on Derrick Rose and him coming back and his impact in the NBA? And do you think he would ever achieve what he achieved 2 years ago?
He has a lot of confidence. He's outstanding on what he does. And yes, he will achieve it because he's still young, America. He's still young. That's what they keep forgetting. He's not like the typical, I want to sit on TV on my butt and watch a video game. No, he's an athlete. Strong, young, fresh. And if they don't bring him back that early, he's going to be fine. Let him go through June. Hell, come on.
It don't matter.
The playoffs don't start until April, right?
Yeah.
Chicago's going to make the playoffs, right?
Probably a 4th or 5th seed, obviously.
It doesn't matter what seed you in. You're playing it.
Do you think that's a bad move for me to bring him back so early?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do. That's a tough injury. I do. So let the man rest. Keep massaging that knee and let it heal. Remember, he grows as he heals.
You just said bring him back, though.
No, I didn't. You said would it be a mistake if they brought him back too early? I said yes.
Okay.
Or did I? So he's trying to make me think I'm crazy. Can you all call back and let us know who said what?
So you telling me that Derrick Rose should sit out the rest of the year and let that knee heal?
At least I'll give him to April. I mean, April's a good year.
That's what I think.
I thought I said June, but that's too long.
Because it's not like the Bulls are going to win the championship this year. I mean, they may get in the 3rd or 4th seed to be best. They're not going to win the championship. We all know that. I mean, any good basketball mind would agree with that, right?
Hey, Joakim Noah, don't believe that crap. You come out there and do your job like you've been doing.
As you speak on Joakim Noah.
And lift a couple of more weights, dude. You got the middle and the shot.
But as we speak on Joakim Noah, he may be the best center in the league. Who's your favorite center in the league?
Joakim Noah. I like Joakim Noah when he first came out of school. I just looked at him and said, he needed to gain a little more weight, and he did.
In America, he won 2 championships in Florida for a reason.
Right.
His intangibles.
Right. I'll take him.
Because in the NFL or NBA or any sport, your intangibles mean a lot. If you can rebound the ball, you're tall, you're long, you're athletic, you can go a long way. As we drink beer and talk sports, this is, as you saw,
Oh, I'm sorry. Remember, promoting the OE. Been drinking it since I was 17.
And we talked about football earlier, America. And you may not have heard
You said don't do that on TV. Doing everything else.
And I want to talk old school talk with my main man, Cat Daddy, here, because he's a legend in the game. Cat Daddy, you remember looking at football in the 80s and 90s, 70s even, when you were a little young buck. He's only 27, America. What did you think about some of the game back then opposed to now? Because we got a lot of penalties for, roughing the quarterback, leading with the head for a penalty, hitting below the knees. Is the game becoming a sissy league, or what is your opinion on it now opposed to what you saw going on?
Mama's boys. Okay? I mean, I'm not trying to insult the world and say mama boys. Just come on now. You playing football. You know what you're playing. You know what you're getting yourself into. Okay? Right. It's like boxing. You stepped in the ring for a reason. Either you're going to whoop some ass or you're going to get your ass whooped. That's why you stepped in the ring, right?
It's so simple.
Bottom line, don't take basics.
So what he's trying to say is, in no uncertain terms, right, Cat Daddy? Stop crying like a little baby. It's a physical sport to begin with. Sometimes it may be a hit to the head, but you don't realize it, but you can't control it at the last minute. Roger Goodell, stop acting like a punk and let him play football. That's what we're really trying to say.
Right.
But A lot of you quote unquote pretty boys will never say that to his face. You know what? Play football.
Courage.
No courage.
You lost your courage.
Right.
Remember, shaking a man's hand was his word. Now y'all don't even got that no more.
He's trying to say, and Cat Daddy, we love you as you drink beer and talk sports.
Well, yeah, for the last time. Same beer, remember?
He's trying to tell you, America, that it's a man's sport. Don't be soft. Otherwise, don't play the sport. I'm 5'12". I'm about 220 pounds. But I get knocked out like he do. He 5'13", 225 pounds. He get knocked out too. The bottom line is be a man. As we transition on into we talk about basketball again, and we think about a lot of great players in the NFL and basketball and football today. In basketball, in the NBA, trying to think about Carmelo Anthony. Sorry, America. Been drinking a little bit. As you drink beer and talk sports. Think about LeBron.
He said, James. I don't know what's in that cup.
Durant. You know, we think about Darren Williams. We think about a lot of great players.
Right.
Who's the MVP of the league this year, in your opinion?
That's too early to answer. That question right there is too
obviously
early to answer.
It's too early to answer.
Right. I mean, so, we only a few games into the season. I mean, it's not making a difference.
So I'm gonna ask you another question. Alright. So if it's too early to answer the MVP question, will Kobe ever be Jordan, in your opinion?
There'll never be another catch. Leave that, ladies.
So what does that mean as far as Jordan and Kobe?
There'll never be another Jordan, another Bruce Lee. Okay.
So you tell me that Jordan is like Bruce Lee, Muhammad Ali.
Yes,
he's
sir.
That good.
Yes, sir.
What made Jordan so cold?
Martin Luther King.
What made Jordan? X. What made Michael Jordan so cold?
I'm sorry?
What made Michael Jordan so good, in your opinion? I mean, you saw him play throughout his career, like you saw Pippen, like you saw Horace Grant, like you saw Magic. What was different about Jordan that was different from Kobe, or Magic, or Bird, or LeBron, or Shaquille, or Kobe, or any of these players that put him on that highest pedestal that made him that good? You saw him. You 23 years old. You seen all of that.
His mother and his father, his dedication to the church and the spiritual wonders of God, his athletic skills that he was blessed with, and his understanding.
America. Understanding.
Okay? Understanding the concentration of the skills that it takes to be a number one in a sport that you love. Heart came first with that man. That's
who was a better dunker? Jordan, Vince Carter, or Baby Jordan, Harold Miner?
You know what? He's messing with me right now. Julius Erving.
The doctor. The doctor, the prettiest.
Yeah, I don't know who he talking. Think it's real?
Who was a better point guard? Isaiah Thomas, Chris Paul, or Mark Price, America?
Wait, point guard?
Yes. America.
Mark Price.
He's telling you Mark Price over Isaiah Zeke Thomas, Magic Johnson, Christian Cavaliers, Mark Price, who is cold in his own right, but is he worthy to hold that title that Magic, Bird, Zeke the Freak?
But you can't really consider Magic Johnson a point guard. Look how tall he was. He should have been a power forward.
He had more
assists. He should have had skills like
outside of John Stockton and a couple other players who had more assists. So he was a point guard, man.
Look here, America. That's like putting LeBron James as a point guard, okay?
He is a point forward.
But look how tall he is. That's the bad thing. Look, a point guard's supposed to have a certain height that has the skills of a Derrick Rose, okay?
America.
He's
obviously 70 years old because he remember when Hal Grant, Connie Hawkins.
That's not
the new NBA. We all know there is no height limit in the new NBA.
Right, the new NBA. Who came up with the new NBA? The ones that made them big ass shorts? Oh, I'm sorry, my fault.
As we drink beer and talk sports, this is Cat Daddy. I am Mellow Yellow.
Right.
And as usual, we agree on nothing, but I love my brother right here.
And we do agree
on nothing.
Until he shows this cup. No, I'm just playing. It's beer, and that's what we do.
We talk about old school football in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And we think about the Dallas Cowboys in the 80s. We think about Buffalo Bills in the early 90s. We think about the Giants in the mid 80s. In your opinion, what is the? And then we think about also America, and notwithstanding, San Francisco 49ers. Okay, let's not forget them. The Green Bay Packers. The Raiders, the Raiders. We think about all the great franchise throughout the years. He's a lot older than me by 1 or 2 years because I'm 50, he's 51. What is your favorite franchise as you watch football throughout the years, and why? Cat Daddy is we drink beer and talk sports. Well, I'm just drinking beer by myself. He's just talking sports. America.
I love Chicago. I would never go away from the Bears. I love the Bears. And it's always going to be the Bears because of their defense. Defense.
And as we talk about the Bears, what is your favorite Bears team?
Now, that's an easy question. The 85.
What was so good about it?
Come on, they could have went back 5 more times, but you know how people are. They like politicians.
What was so good
Nobody want to share
the 95 Bears. What was so cold about
it? Defense.
And we talk about the 95 Bears, and we drink beer and talk sports.
Yeah, we gonna drink beer and talk sports.
Who's your favorite baseball team?
As far as
baseball, period. What? Obviously, you're a Kansas City or a St. Louis Cardinals fan because you haven't mentioned one of Chicago's teams. Who's your favorite baseball team? Cat Daddy.
The White Sox. I told you that earlier.
All right. So, who's your favorite all-time White Sox player? Okay. As we drink beer and talk.
I know. I got him on the tip of my tongue. They traded my boy to Detroit. Maglio Ordonez. Maglio Ordonez was the man. He could play the field. He could hit, and he could play.
So, all right, America. So you heard it straight from my main
Cat
Daddy's mouth. As we
he just couldn't stop getting hurt. What's wrong?
What was so cold about Maglio Ordonez that you really loved? Was his defense, offense, his batting stance?
All three. All three. He wasn't no pretty hair, man. I ain't he's on this fruit bag thing. Oh, I'm sorry, Carl. Never mind. But anyway, get back to that. No. He could hit. He could play his field, his position, and he had a quickness about himself.
As a right fielder for the White Sox, put some big numbers. Let me ask you another question. When you saw Bo Jackson come to the White Sox, what were your thoughts?
Go back to football.
Because as we all know, he had just had hip replacement surgery. He wasn't the same player. He was a lot older. And it was a stretch for him even coming to the White Sox. Who is your all-time favorite White Sox player as you drink beer and talk sports? Old school. 27 years old. Cat Daddy. The grizzled look.
Man, the White Sox. Oh, man.
As we drink beer and talk
Harold Baines.
Wentworth Gardens' finest. Harold Baines, America.
And he was left-handed.
One of the best clutch hitters in American League history. Why you search for stats, look up Harold Baines' stats.
Yes, most definitely. Because, he's a little bit off the map that nobody always talk about anymore.
If you didn't know, he had one of the nicest mustaches like both of us, and he was a great hitter.
Right.
But notwithstanding, as we drink beer and talk sports, man.
That's right. And if he don't hurry up, we're going to be out of beer, and there's no more talking about these sports.
We're going to get to talking about baseball again. We just touched on the White Sox and his favorite player. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to ask you another question. Your favorite White Sox pitcher? Lamar Hoyt, Dennis Lamb, because you're obviously older than me by 1 or 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Who are some of your favorite White Sox, or your favorite
White Sox? Well, he named him the first time, Lamar Hoyt. He said him off the top.
It was because of his cocaine addiction, because he was just a great pitcher.
Well, it never stopped anybody, but it was because of his great
pitcher. Never stopped Barry Bonds, y'all.
Really. Well, you don't let them tell it. Everybody on drugs.
I'll throw some names out at you, old school.
Why would you need drugs to hit a ball?
How about Jack McDowell, Dennis Lamp, and maybe other players like
Billy Williams.
That's good.
I know, but he was a good ass. I'm sorry. He's a great hitter.
So basically, you telling me that Lamar Hort is your favorite White Sox pitcher ever? Would you agree with that? Jordan is your favorite Bulls player. Pippen is the greatest small forward ever.
Yeah.
Artis Gilmore is a better center ever.
I ain't say Artis Gilmore. I never said that.
So who is the best center, man?
I said Joe Key Noah is my best center.
No, the greatest center ever, in your opinion, Cat, that is who?
I really didn't get off into the centers, too much.
Lou Alcindor? Is it Wilt Chamberlain? Is it Shaquille O'Neal? Who is it? America wants to know. You want to know, right?
He said Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, so you see that America? He laughed at Shaquille O'Neal. So basically, he knows Shaquille O'Neal was so overrated. It's pathetic, right?
If you that tall and you can't hit a free throw, you have this.
You a sissy.
I didn't say that. That was him.
He wanted to say it. I said America. So who are some of your favorite centers, long term or in your career?
The Bulls had quite a few.
Artis Gilmore.
Yeah, but I'm not going to take him. The other one, I thought was really, really great. I can't think of his name right now, audience.
Nate Bogwinter? Johnny Red Kerr. Johnny Red Kerr. America. He's telling you right now, the greatest center ever. Better than Wilt Chamberlain. Better than Maurice Sheets. No, he's a powerful. He's a small. He's a damn point guard. What I'm saying is, he's telling you that Johnny Red Kerr is the best center we ever had.
I don't remember saying that, but if he said it, I said it, then he said what he said.
All right, America.
I don't know.
Obviously, you don't know what he's talking about.
So don't, because Johnny Red Kerr was not the great center. You know what? I'll put it to you this way. I like me some Joakim Noah for the present, for the Bulls.
I'm going to ask you another question.
Stronger, faster. Your shot is a little tricked out, but you're good.
But his shot's tricked out, but it always hits.
You're good.
You can shoot funny, but if it hits every time.
He's good.
Now I'm going to ask you a question about Patrick Ewing or Hakeem Olajuwon. You had a game to win, who'd you pick?
Patrick Ewing.
America, you hear that? He's telling you live and direct as we drink beer and talk sports. He would take Patrick Ewing. I might take Hakeem Olajuwon, but we're going to agree to disagree as he's 20 years older than me.
Look here. If we had agreed on everything, we'd be married by now.
Your favorite point guard ever? I'm going to ask you a question, 2 point guard. Is it, and I'm going to ask you this, is it,
he said my 2 point guard.
Is it Isaiah Thomas? Is it Isaiah Thomas?
He got mad with my first answer.
Or was it Bob Cousy? Bob Cousy or Isaiah Thomas, America?
Now you know it's gonna be Isaiah Thomas. He's trying to throw me out there with that race.
Bob Cousy has 8. Bob Cousy has 8 rings. Why is he taking Isaiah Thomas?
Because he knows the game. He just got cheated out of a lot of different things, man. Come on now. Magic know that. Magic get that man half his money.
But we forgot about Magic Johnson. And in the total scheme of things, at 6'9", I think Magic might be better than both of them.
Of course, 6'9" and a point guard. Now that's a sis.
Would you take one of these two, Karl Malone or Dennis Rodman, as your power forward?
Dennis Rodman.
Why is that?
Because he knows how to irritate people.
But for the sake of argument, America, Karl Malone is one of the top scorers in NBA history, yo. What's up with that? Does that matter? Because scoring's got to matter, but defense matters too.
And he's a what now? A power forward? Center? What was Karl Malone?
For the sake of argument, America, Karl Malone has won 0 championships. Put it up. Show America.
Okay, we heard that part, but what was he? What position was he to dominate?
Power forward.
Pippen. You see how you put him on and then.
That's a small forward, yo.
Why would a small forward hurt a big, powerful forward like
we
that?
We asked the question, who's the best power forward as we drink beer and talk sports, man?
Scottie Pippen played power forward, center, Okay, what you
So
want?
America,
What you want?
we'll ask Cat Daddy a
And
simple
point guard.
question:
Oops,
Who is better, LeBron James or Scottie Pippen?
Scottie Pippen.
Why?
I just told you about 117 times.
Tell me for 118 times.
He could play all positions, and he was faster, and he could shoot a three.
LeBron James has got pretty good three-point shooting.
I didn't say pretty good. I said he could shoot a three. That means he hit majority of the time it went up, which was probably 72%.
I agree, America. I truly believe Scottie Pippen was the best small forward ever. But some will make the argument that LeBron James is 20 pounds bigger, more physical. He changed the game. But for those of you that don't know, Scottie Pippen used to post up also, the same way LeBron does. And was just as effective as relative to his time. So that's not getting twisted. As we move on, and we talk about
see, I baseball. Got him again. I like him though. He's my buddy.
Talk about baseball. And we look at the 80s, and we all knew 80s is a decade of cocaine and baseball, and Remy Martin, and
never drink stuff himself.
We're thinking about Chet Lemon and Walden and some of the great Cubs, some of the great White Sox, and your mind in the 1980s, as we are Chicago fans, who was your favorite Chicago baseball player from the 1980s relative to his era?
I told you, Harold Baines.
Wentworth Gardens finest lock. I know you love it. I know you want to smell his drawers. Wentworth Gardens finest. We love you. Peace and heaven.
Hey.
Lock, we need you over here. Cat Daddy is here taking his spot.
Always pray, because without prayer, you're nowhere. Take it from somebody that knows. Oh, my man.
Now, we got Usain Bolt. We got Carl Lewis. And we got a lot of great sprinters. In your opinion, Cat Daddy, who's the greatest sprinter in history?
Me, because I'm going to run the hell out of here.
See you. Good night. And good riddance.